Congratulations, you've got a new job as the night watchman at Hollow Pines Cemetery. That was the first line of the letter Darren found waiting on his doorstep. No interview, no application. Just a crisp envelope with his name, written in perfect, old-fashioned calligraphy. Darren had been desperate for work, and though something about it felt wrong, the offer promised good pay, a cottage beside the graveyard, and no contact with anyone. He signed the acceptance letter and moved in the next evening. Inside the small, crumbling cottage, there was a single, dusty table, a flickering lantern, a rusted old key, and a parchment note. At the top, in delicate ink, it read, "Rules for the Hollow Pines Graveyard Watchman. Always lock the gate by 7 p.m. sharp. If you hear knocking from beneath the soil, ignore it. Do not speak to anyone after midnight, even if they look familiar. The third statue on the left path will sometimes face east. If it does, turn it to face west. At exactly 3:03 a.m., someone will call your name from the woods. Doctor, not. Answer. Before dawn, leave a bowl of salt by the old oak. If it's empty in the morning, stay inside the cottage all day. If a grave appears freshly dug, though no burial is scheduled, fill it in before sunrise." Darren laughed. Some kind of weird rural superstition. Maybe a hazing ritual for new hires. Still. As the evening bled into night, a heavy fog rolled in, and the wind carried strange, low voices that didn't belong to any living thing. At 3:03 a.m., just as the note predicted, he heard a soft voice from the tree line. Darren. It sounded like his mother, but she'd been dead for years. His heart pounding, Darren gripped the rusted key and stayed silent. The voice came again, closer. "Darren, come here, it's cold." He pressed his hands over his ears, squeezed his eyes shut, and the voice faded, leaving behind a trail of unnatural silence. At dawn, he found the bowl of salt by the oak, empty. A single handprint pressed into the dirt beside it, but it had too many fingers. Darren bolted back to the cottage, scrawled his resignation on the back of the rules sheet. "I quit." But when he tried to leave, the cemetery gate wouldn't open. On the other side stood a tall, pale man in a black hat, in his hand a parchment. It read, "Congratulations, you've been promoted. Gravekeeper, forever."